See you, I want you to know that I'm proud. I know you too humble to flex, I want you to know you allowed. Yeah. I ain't being quiet about it, I want you to know it out loud. Just want you to know it, just want you to know it. Yeah. I know when you started your road with the hardest, you got it up out of the mud. Some people get down and they just end up drowning, you made it up out of the flood. You counted your blessings and saw your losses as lessons, you knew what it was. I know sometimes it feel like it don't matter, but I'm here to tell you.
To be honest with you, I'm proud of all of them. All of them that stayed in the school, all of them that did every single thing that they had to do to graduate. It's a big feeling, you know what I'm saying? It's a milestone in anybody's life. And a lot of different people, they just fall out. They crash out, then they give up, and then they don't have nothing, no aspects to look towards the future. So I'm proud of all of our people, you know what I'm saying? All of our people that had their mind focused on doing what they had to do to get out of high school, because that's a big accomplishment. I don't care what nobody say. I remember how hard high school was. You know what I'm saying? I remember every so often they changing all of the tests. You know what I'm saying? I thank God, you know what I'm saying, that I made it through, you know what I'm saying, high school and got my diploma. That's hard, but I'm proud of them though. But this morning time, we're going to look at two stories from high school.
Because want you to know that it ain't nothing small to flourish through all of your flaws. I know that daily you be overcoming and don't get a round of applause. Lord, was mornings you ain't want to get up and you had to silence alarms. Just want you to know it.
America.
Inspiring thousands online after a heartfelt video showed an uncle overcome with emotion while watching his nephew make history.
My nephew, the first boy, man, first male on my mama and dad to walk across the stage. You heard?
For this Uncle Antonio Brown, the tears weren't just about graduation day.
That's why I say it's important. You know what I'm saying? It's very important to make it out of high school and go to college if you go to trade school. But to me, you know what I'm saying, it's an actual achievement. I know that some people that look at it, they be like, oh, you know, Jehosa is just high school. But I remember how hard high school was, trying to find myself, trying to figure out life, trying to navigate through the world, then staying at Constance and going to school and doing what I had to do. It's an achievement for anybody. I don't care what nobody say, but let's look at these two stories.
This 17-year-old teenager from Clayton, North Carolina says her welcome speech to graduates was cut off by a school administrator after she made these remarks.
I have one last thing to say. Every single person here has a voice, and we are privileged to have the freedom to use it when so many people around the world are struggling and suffering to be heard. Whether it's the millions suffering in Palestine, Sudan, Congo, Afghanistan, and so many other countries around the world, these are the families being torn apart by ICE. These are not distant issues. They are happening right now as I speak.
She came up to me and she's like, if you don't stop speaking right now, you're not graduating.
That's what Leen Hajaz says the administrator said to her in this moment when she cut off Hajaz's speech. And because of those remarks, unlike the rest of her fellow graduates who picked up their diplomas after the ceremony, Hajaz says she was told,
you're getting your diploma withheld.
A Johnston County Public Schools spokesperson tells CNN that Hajaz was, quote, awarded her diploma and that her speech was cut off because, quote, school administrators intervened in order to maintain the integrity and focus of the program in real time. This action was not about limiting a student's voice, but about ensuring that a school-sponsored event remained consistent with its intended purpose. JCPS respects students' rights to express.
I don't get it. At your graduation, and if you took out time to prepare a speech, you should be able to speak. You know what I'm saying? To sit up there and threaten that girl and try to take her diploma for a speech on how she feel on political stuff, that's not good. You know what I'm saying? That's not good right there. As you look at all the years that ever passed with all the classes that graduated, everybody gonna sit up there and have a speech. Somebody out their class is gonna have a speech about the next generation. That is a given. That's gonna come. But to withhold that girl's diploma because she got a speech, that's just wrong.
Their views and encourages thoughtful dialogue in appropriate settings. The district also said the content of graduation speeches is approved by staff ahead of the event. Hijaz says she did not submit her unscripted remarks for approval and that she received her diploma 4 days after graduation. Hijaz says her family and friends have supported her throughout because
my sole purpose of saying everything was to advocate for people.